In the heart of the sprawling city of Luminaris, where towering spires cut through clusters of steel-gray clouds, atmospheric trains hissed along magnetic rails. Beneath them, streets buzzed with both hovercrafts and the murmur of the city's bustling populace. Luminaris embodied contradictions, a fusion where neon-tainted cyberpunk met the ancient echoes of vanished arcana. It was an age of technology and magic, where VR headsets clashed with whispers of wonder. Stepping out from the shadows of an alley, Aria had always felt out of place. Her presence was more ethereal than corporeal, signified by the way light seemed to pause around her. With eyes like amethyst pools, her gaze was often the subject of others' love or fear. Aria had secrets that she herself didn't fully understand. Secrets she spent her days and nights chasing through digital archives and haunted silent libraries, bathed in the glow of blue data screens. One evening, her search led her to an ancient text embedded in a holographic archive in the city's oldest tech coven. Dotted with arcane symbols and binary alike, the tome spoke of the Veil of Ascent, an elusive veil said to guard a power that could reshape reality itself. The knowledge of the veil sparked a flame in Aria's heart, drawing her towards answers and, unavoidably, into danger. Meanwhile, across the metropolis, in a high-rise condo, Detective Caden Markov sat at his desk, eyes weary under the glow of his terminal. A thin holographic screen flickered above a cluttered workspace, analyzing a recent spike in anomalous energy signatures across Luminaris. Each anomaly, there in the digital spectrograph, was linked to a disappearance. Prominent technocrats vanished without a trace, their searches terminated on the cusp of groundbreaking discoveries. Caden's instincts told him these events were tied to the underbelly of the city, a world of illegal tech cabals and renegade practitioners who trafficked in spells as much as stolen data. This world was one he understood well, having navigated its perilous channels as a detective. His days often involved battling bureaucracies akin to climbing tidal waves. But Aria's profile, the latest to show up in his datapad, was different. Her name whispered through the streets, linked to tales even the bravest hesitated to tell. On a moonlit night teetering between fate and chance, Aria and Caden crossed paths at Reclusion Park, a rare expanse of green amidst the steel of Luminaris. Their encounter was marked by tension at first. Aria, fiercely protective of her knowledge and secrets, met Caden's inquiries with suspicion. "You're not the first to ask me about the veil," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "What makes you different?" Caden, whose own eyes were like stormy skies after rain, felt an inexplicable connection. Something in the cadence of her words, the gravity that held her, was alluring yet unfamiliar. "I'm not just looking for the veil. I'm looking for understanding, and maybe the truth that transcends the constructs we know." Trust did not come easy for either, yet the mutual pursuit of the veil forged an alliance that wove between trams gliding silently along neon tracks and the shadowy districts where forbidden transactions were common. As they delved deeper into their investigation, through the cavernous halls of the Hall of Perpetual Whispers and the underbelly labyrinths of lower derivation, they uncovered the veil's guardians, entities that manifested only under moonlight. These guardians were living echoes of those who first bound magic with machine in forgotten ages. Their bodies, like prisms, cast refracted lights, illuminating truths and lies alike. Aria and Caden's journey crescendoed when they were trapped within the dream interface, a sentient simulation, the last barrier separating them from the veil. The interface's core wrestled with logic and chaos, attempting to contain the raw power it shielded. Aria, through sheer will and the enigmatic energy that seemed to emanate from her very being, reached out to soothe the tumult, knitting together loose ends of reality the way a weaver might mend a tapestry. As they stepped beyond the interface, personifications of fears and doubts dissolved into nothingness, revealing the veil, a swirling vortex of light and shadow, the zenith of all that Aria sought. Embracing the energy, their fates rewritten, Aria and Caden found a newfound understanding. Each had seen into the other's soul, past barrier after barrier, until nothing was hidden. Finally, as dawn colored the skies pastel and the city's hum resumed, Aria and Caden stood in a silence, not awkward, but shared, content in their retreat from the edge of the unknown. The veil had not been a conduit for power alone, but a transformational crucible. The mysteries of the veil unraveled. Luminaris remained a beacon, a city vibrant with life and possibilities as its spires reached into the dusk. Aria had found her belonging, not with a single revelation, but in the journey with a detective who had seen past illusion to the world as it truly was. Together, they walked the streets, enigmas themselves to the city, always questioning, always seeking, always alive. And in that there was peace, and in that, there